Ooh-wee. Hey, Adam Wingard, you did your thing, boy. What's going on, Spooky Gang? It's your boy Tech. Welcome back to Terror of Tech. Today we reviewing Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. So let's get to it. So Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire is a new movie that just dropped. It's the fifth installment into this MonsterVerse series. Me and my lady went to go see it yesterday, but I know a lot of y'all, if you haven't already seen it, you're going to go see it today, or you're probably going to go see it this weekend. So this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Just to give a little synopsis on this movie, two ancient titans, Godzilla and Kong, clash in an epic battle as humans unravel their intertwined origins and connection to Skull Island's mysteries. So boom, throughout this movie you discover more about Skull Island, and it's very apparent, similarly to Godzilla vs. Kong, that the storyline essentially moves through Kong, and typically whenever you would see Godzilla, it's usually him reacting to, any form of disturbance or another titan or anything of that nature. And if we're being completely honest, the storyline is not really why we watch these movies. In some of the classic Godzilla movies, from the Showa era or even the Heisei era, there were some intriguing storylines and storylines that we actually cared about. But as far as the MonsterVerse series of movies, storyline is not really what we're watching it for. So storyline wise, that's not really what we're after, but it makes sense that in these movies the storyline follows Kong because we almost know everything there is to know about Godzilla. So learning more about Kong is a better way to go in terms of you developing a storyline. Moving on to the characters, Rebecca Hall reprises her role. Bernie returns as well, and and a lot of what he provides in this movie is comedic relief, along with this new character in this movie named Trapper. Both of them were essentially there for comedic relief, and some of it was actually funny. There were people for sure laughing in the theater at some of the things that you'll say because it was just off the wall. And also Gia returns in this movie, and what I like about her returning in this role is they really expanded her role, and so now she's a really key and central figure in this MonsterVerse now. It was really nice that they were able to do that for her role, so it'll be cool to see what more she gets to do as this MonsterVerse series of movies moves forward. And now enough about all this characters and storyline and all that mess. Let's get down to the Titans, because that's what we all came here for. And let me tell you, Adam Wingard snapped when it came to the design of both Titans. Both of them have a little bit of an overhaul in this movie. Nothing too crazy, but it's little minor adjustments that I think make both of them look even better. And they're completely juiced in this movie. So if you want to see them really doing some damage, this is the movie that you came to see. And not only just Godzilla and Kong, but we get to see many more Titans, and a lot of Titans that we have never seen before. So the design of a lot of those Godzilla and Kong go against. And so for the people who came to watch some monster squabble, you got plenty of that, and they get down for real in this movie. And one thing that made the action look even better in this movie is I think this movie best utilized the scale of the monsters in comparison to surrounding objects or other Titans and buildings and the humans. You really get the sense and feel of scale and how big they are in comparison to humans. So I think this movie overall, out of all of them, did the best job of really representing how big and or how small they are in comparison to certain surroundings. So like a lot of times when you're in the Hollow Earth, a lot of things in the Hollow Earth are significantly bigger than Kong and Godzilla, versus when you see them on land, they tower over a bunch of buildings and things of that nature, as they should. So I think they did really good with the scale. But yeah, man, when it comes to that action, I'm telling you, so me and my lady were sitting in the movie, 30 to 45 minutes in, and we both thought it was pretty solid. There were some pretty good scenes going on, but there's a specific point that's right around probably like that 45-ish minute mark, and in that scene you're just like, okay, this is what we came to see. And pretty much from that point on, you just get tons of action and a big showdown that we haven't really ever seen in any Godzilla movie, or even GVK. We didn't see that in either one of those. So the way that this movie went down, I think, just like I said, from a pure action and fighting standpoint, you can't beat it. You get to see significantly more Godzilla, and trust me, he does not disappoint at all. And neither does Kong, for that matter, honestly. So definitely putting some respect on his name for sure. And that leads me to rating time. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confidently say that this movie right here is a certified banger. Anybody who is a fan of Godzilla and Kong, or just fans of monsters or the Monsterverse, just anything like that in general, this is a movie that's made for you. So if you go into this movie, just sit back, relax, and just soak in all the action, and then watching Godzilla and Kong put in that work. And so as far as the whole Monsterverse, you know, this movie, in my opinion, ranks pretty high. I don't think they've really missed on any of the movies in the Monsterverse, you know, whether it's Adam Wingard directing or Michael Dougherty, or it doesn't matter who's directing. All of them have been good, and I hope that we get to see more Godzilla and Kong in the future. I think there's plenty more that they can expand on from here, especially if you're following Kong's storyline. And this is definitely a movie that I'll be buying in the future for sure when it's available. That's all I got for y'all, Spooky Gang. 100% recommend for everybody to watch this movie. Like I said, it's a certified banger. Comment down below if you've seen this movie and what you thought of it, and also what are some of your favorite either Godzilla movies, Kong movies, or just the Monsterverse itself. So make sure y'all subscribe to the kid. We're on a road to 100 subs. Join the Spooky Gang, and I'll get with y'all next time. Stay spooky.